Hi everybody, David here, Homebrew Wednesday. Just a bit of an update for you. I've finished bottling the Acre Stout. That's where it's been in the bottling bucket. Got 43 bottles, and I'm just drinking what's left, the sampling from the sampling jar. What I took an hydrometry reading with. What did I get? Final gravity 1.024. If you remember, it was 1062 to start with, so that's a drop of what? 38, is it? 38 points. Comes out at 5% anyway, which is what I expected. So I'm just having a taste. Flat beer. And I have been drinking it. Very clear all the way through. As if I find it actually, which I haven't. Very clear. Absolutely lovely, soft flavour, soft texture, silky smooth. Slight sweetness from that lactose milk sugar. Obviously, it's going to be better when it's had a few weeks in bottle and carbonated. But to be quite honest, I could drink that now. I have a fair bit left as well. Not enough for a bottle. So I'm not wasting it. Now I know I've seen some American guys, they get the wort, what's left after they bottled it or kegged it, and they put whiskey in it. I've done it once, I'm not going to do it today, because that's alright on its own. I think that's going to be good. But I will do a review, a proper review, in a few weeks, when hopefully it's carbonated. It should. It's warm at the minute. So, it's very nice. I'm not getting, maybe just a touch of the brandy and the vanilla, but we'll get back to that in a couple of weeks. Well, there's a sight you don't often see. My wife degassing the wine. I'll move back and get a good shot of her. Look at that, look at concentration on her face. I've never seen her so concentrated as that. Well done, Heather, my love. But there's not much gas coming off that, is there?
No.
No. This is Sauvignon Blanc wine. I think that's... Well, try not to take the top off this. Not too quick. My God, I better get back before we have a lift off. So we'll get back to the beer, shall we? On this Homebrew Wednesday update. We've got a tasting of a few beers to do yet. Well, I'm back. You might have noticed I've changed my shirt from that red t-shirt. My wife said I looked a bit of a scruff and I ought to have a shave. Well, I couldn't have a shave because my grandson played with my electric razor and he's broke it. So I'm still on with trying to mend that. But I have changed my shirt, but I don't suppose it's really made me that much better. Anyway, let's get on with this video. It's a tasting. Yeah, another failure. Look at the bottle. I've taken the label off, but not taken the backing paper off. I'm not going to win any prizes for labels. Something I've never got round to. What is this beer? Well, it was recommended to me by Clive at the Cutter's Choice Brewery. Whatever it's called. Is it Cutter's Choice Brewery? Yeah. A great guy, very clever. Makes some wonderful beers, and he said, make this beer. It's a Timothy Taylor's Landlord clone. I have made it before. The last one I made, I don't know where I got the recipe from. It was an absolute disaster. This one I got from the camera book. As I said, it was recommended to me by Clive, and he said he got 4.5% and it were a wonderful beer. Well, I've got 4.5%. So let's pour it. As I say, I apologise for the bottle. I will get round one day to putting fancy labels on. I better pour it steady. It's a bitter, this. Timothy Taylor's Landlord, for anybody who's not familiar with it, is a very famous beer. Well, it's a very famous Yorkshire brewery, but it's a very popular beer. The only trouble is I haven't got a proper commercial bottle to test mine against, but it doesn't really matter. Well, that'll do. So let's have a look at the colour. Nice carbonate. Oh my, there's loads of carbonation. I don't know whether you can pick that up. I had to put all the lights on, didn't I, really? But yeah, there's lots of carbonation there. Very clear. Nice 2 fingers head on it. Maybe 3, I don't know. Whether it'll stick all the way down, time will tell. But typical Yorkshire bitter, that. And since I'm from Yorkshire, that's what I was brought up on, Yorkshire bitters. But I'm educating myself now to try all these wonderful IPAs and start brewing them myself. Now let's have a taste anyway. Cheers. I'm not going to go into a deep review on this. I think it's very close to the original. It's got that dryness and bitterness as you would expect from a bitter. Not a lot of hop character. Earthy tones, earthy notes. I think I used East Kent Goldings and Styrian Goldings in this. But a lovely, refreshing drink. But some people might not like it if they don't like bitter beers. But that's a cracking beer, is that. Lovely carbonation. So thanks, Clive, for recommending that. Lovely drink. 4.5%, sticking to the glass, out of the camera book. If you like bitters, Yorkshire bitters, have a go. Anyway, we better get on to the next one now. We're back. Yeah, before I carry on with the next one, let me just get this right. It's Clive at the Cutter's Choice Homebrew at the Flag and Fez Brewery. Very clever guy, interesting beers he makes. Please go and subscribe to him and watch him if you can. Anyway, we'll get on from this Timothy Taylor's Landlord, still sticking to the glass. That was from the camera book. Now this one, totally different. This is my own recipe, this. Actually, my own. It's South Pacific style IPA. It started off life as a Kipling clone, which I sort of researched from the internet, and I've changed the recipe every time I've brewed it. So I'm not going to go over the recipe, other than we'll talk about it when we're drinking it. So let's just see if it's carbonated. Wow, that's my heart attack gone. Right, yes, it's carbonated. Let's pour it. As I said, this is my own recipe. I've never altered the grain bill. I can remember the grain bill. It's 4.250 kilograms of pale malt. I use Marisotti. 375 grams of Munich and 375 grams of torrefied wheat. I've never altered that, but I've altered the hop schedule and the hops. It's Nelson Sauvin. I'm just going to get it. Oh, lovely that. Oh, look at that. And I put a few mosaic in this time and dry hopped it. That's what I changed this time. And the big difference is, the other 2 or 3 times I've brewed this, I've got 5.2%. This has worked out at 5.8. I must have got better efficiency because I got higher gravity, but I got this down to 1010 final gravity, and before I've been around 1014. So I've got a solid 5.8. Look at the difference in those. Yeah, but that's a bitter, that's a South Pacific style IPA, I think. Let me have a smell. Did I get some up my nose? not a problem. It's very strong, bitter grapefruit taste, this one, and smell. But this one's, it smells far more bitter than the other two I've made. It's like, you know, when you peel a grapefruit and you smell the underside of the peel, you get that bitterness. That's what it smells like. And I'll be honest with you, when I had a tasting of it when I first bottled it, and it's been in the bottle nearly 5 weeks, this, I thought, I can't drink this, it's too bitter, I don't know what I've done wrong. And it should have a dryness to it, but not be that bitter. So I don't know whether it's because I mixed mosaic with it, I don't know. But anyway, let's have a taste. All I get is strong bitter grapefruit flavour, aroma. Now some of that bitterness has gone. That is an exceedingly nice drink. Look at the head on that. Lovely carbonation. As I say, I was going to ditch this actually down the sink before I put it in the bottle. I said to my wife, I can't drink that, I don't know what I've done. But my mother says, oh, leave it, because you can always put lemonade in it or lime to soften that bitterness. But some of the bitterness has actually gone. So I'm not putting lemonade in this or lime. That is absolutely gorgeous. And it gives it one hell of a kick, 5.8%. But very, very different to the last two I've made. As I say, I don't know why. Lovely mouthfeel. Very lovely. It's quite smooth, really. But you get that on your tongue. You get that lingering bitterness. But not as bitter as it was when I first put it in the bottle. Some people might like it, some might not, because of the bitterness. I think it's come on. And look at it. Look at the lacing. It's a heavy beer, that. So actually, I'm quite pleased the way it's turned out, even though I was going to pour it down the sink. So there we are. Well, I've got these 2 beers to drink. I think I've rabbited on enough. I better get on, I'll not race them. So thanks everybody for listening and watching. A bit of this and a bit of that this week. It's a bit of an update. No plans to brew this week. The stocks are okay. I'm going to brew next week, and I think I'll brew a Hefeweizen again. I've got all the ingredients because I made a mess of the last one. And I was in Spain last week trying theirs at that De Basses bar. If any of you have watched that video. And their Weizen was fantastic. So I'm going to have another go next week at the Hefeweizen. I'm going to put some oat husks in so I don't get a stuck mash and a stuck sparge and a burnt element plate, and hope for the best. But I'll get back to you on that. So thanks for listening and watching. All the best to everybody everywhere, and happy brewing.